I'm talking about your fears, the fears of people already in the business. Now, let's raise some thoughts and concerns and questions that go through the minds of people who are thinking about starting a direct selling business. And the first thing is they think to themselves, is this business for me? I'm not quite sure. I feel that the only way you can know if you have a home-based business is for you is to give it a try for at least a limited time to really find out if it's for you. You kind of consider it job testing. And isn't that so true? You have to know, you have to go ahead and try something. Don't sit there and stop yourself before you try it. And you know, there's some other things that maybe a new person is thinking. So, Corey, what are some of the other questions? You know, how about maybe if they are the right one for sales? What do you think about that?
That is a really good question, Phyllis, because many people who are interested in this business ask, do I have the right personality for sales? And the answer to that is yes, because every personality type has its strengths and has its potential to be successful in this business. The key is to develop your strengths of your personality type and learn from the challenges of your personality type. If you remember a telephone conference we had in October 19th, the title was Have You Tried This? Now, that telephone conference, that episode covered various personality types. It covered the visionary person, the driven person, the social person, the value-oriented person. Well, those various categories have sales potential. They each have their strengths and have their challenges. So, you know, what I do suggest is that, you know, kind of go to YouTube, check out that one particular episode, listen to what was said, and see which type you fall in, and find out what your strengths and challenges are, and see what you can do to gear yourself to make your sales skills stronger. An important aspect to also think about is put yourself in the situation of the buyer. You know, if you there's in every dynamic there's the buyer and the seller. And do you remember an experience where, you know, you had a really good experience with somebody who was trying to sell you a product, and think about how you felt in that interaction? Did the person ask you the right questions? Was the person polite and courteous and genuinely interested in you? Did the person know enough about the product? And if she didn't, did she find out for you to satisfactorily answer the question you had about that particular product? Now, what you need to be is you kind of have to be that type of person regardless of what your personality is. You have to be the type of person who generally cares and try to help somebody else. And, you know, the thing is, when someone has a positive experience with you, your best advertisement is word of mouth. That's how you're going to get your bookings. That's how you're going to get your various referrals and sales leads. And I just kind of want to reiterate our company philosophy of to help people help other people. That means so much in this industry, because once you really help someone with our products and they see the potential and the opportunity, then you have helped that person, and eventually it will be their turn to help someone else with the opportunity, regardless of their personality type, because you are really in a helping profession, you know, and that really is about more of a character than personality type. So, you know, whether you're shy or gregarious or curious person, you just have to have the desire and your personality. Once your personality matches your desire, you know, you can really see your success. What do you think, Phyllis?
I think that's great. You know, the personality is great, but also, you know, a lot of times you hear when you talk to somebody, they'll say, "Well, I don't know if I have time. I'm really busy. You know, how can I fit this into my busy schedule?" What kinds of activities are you busy with? You know, a lot of people just say it, but what are they really doing, or are they wasting time? Do you feel that the people you see throughout your daily routine would have an interest in the products offered? Of course. I mean, every woman has a face and she has a bust. because our company represents wonderful products. Can you see yourself sharing information about products with others and actually getting paid to share your enthusiasm? I know, like I told you, I was going to talk about the product, and gosh, to get paid for talking, that was pretty exciting for me. If you went out 4 to 8 times a month to share about your products, would the remaining 22 or 27 days and evenings give you enough time for all your other activities? Would you enjoy knowing you can make extra income by working only the times you would like to? Do you ever find that you wish you had just a little bit more money at the end of the month? Could this be a way to keep your current activities and still find a way to add to your family budget? So really, you can fit it in if you want to do it, Anybody can do what they want to do if they make up their mind to do it. In other words, that goes back to I can do it attitude. I've heard a lot, sometimes too, a lot of people might say, I'm not sure this is the right time for me. I might think about it later, and, I'm not quite sure, and, can you call me back? They're really saying, I'm not sure I don't sure about this at all. Now, what would it take for it to be the right time? Did you ever find that if you wait for the right time, it never happens? Have you ever had another time in your life when you thought about doing something and you didn't do it and now you wish you had? Could this end up being a similar situation? Could you try it out, making a plan that fits into your current lifestyle and then readjusting it in the future? I really feel you owe it to yourself to explore having your own home-based business. So if you encourage them, just make that decision and let them try it. And they'll work it out if they have a desire to work it out. Remember, the desire has to come from them, not from you. You only offer the opportunity. Another, I've often thought about this, a lot of people say, I don't know if I'm excited about representing this product line. How do I sell it? I just came in. How do I know enough about it to really talk about it? Well, visualize yourself sharing information about the company products. After sharing, will you feel good that someone now knows the benefits of those products? In other words, you came into the business, you're wearing the product, and you know a lot more about it. Say you maybe haven't been to a training class yet, but in doing so, you're wearing the product, you know a lot more about it than she does. And actually, when you get excited, and talk about it if you're excited about it. If you're not excited about it, then fine, you made a choice. But think about a good movie you saw or a restaurant where you enjoyed dining. How would you share information about them with others? So in other words, have you ever saw a good movie and you say, oh, gosh, that was really great. You've got to go see it. Oh, it's really great. Or how about the restaurant? Oh, I had the most wonderful dinner. You've got to go there. Now, you didn't have a training in how to run a restaurant or how to run a movie. You got excited about what you saw and what you felt, and you shared it. That's all you need to do about representing the product line. So that answers another way of looking at this. Okay, Corey, what are some of the other ones? When people make a purchase, how about that?
Well, a big concern, again, for new distributors is that, will the products be worth it? Meaning, when people make a purchase or when I sell them this product, will they feel that they're getting what they paid for? And, they're asking themselves that same question, especially when they're first coming in to invest in inventory. Basically, is the product worth it? Well, obviously, from distributors that we've had over the 51 years of existence by the company, it's, Junique sells good, high-quality products that are made with good, effective ingredients, and our body fashions are expertly manufactured. But the thing is, question to ask yourself, again, when you're shopping around is, does the quality match the price you pay for? And with Junique, the answer is obviously yes, but that's not enough to tell somebody. To be convincing and kind of communicating that to a potential recruit is that you also have to kind of change your perspective in quality versus what is expensive. Because quality is not necessarily expensive. If you really want and need that product and you know that it works, whatever you're paying for it is worth it. In communicating the product's benefits to your customers, it means that, you're telling them that they're getting more for their money. Now, consider these factors when talking about the Junique product, right? Again, effective products, The thing is, too, Junique has been around for over 50 years. We have established brand